Hey, everybody. We are live tonight, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. I just switched into my host voice. I always see everybody's like, well, that's a different voice than the guy we were just talking to. This is the Stuff I Never Knew Trivia Game Show podcast. We're going to get started in just a minute. I want to welcome my guests. We have Jeffrey from the Teen Whisperer Show calling in live from India, also from the future. He's calling in from tomorrow already. He's the time traveler. And we have Laura and Gabe from the Under the Bleachers podcast. And we're going to meet them in the second round like we always do. But first, I always like to do a little toast to get us started tonight. If anybody likes to, this also makes a great thumbnail for the show. You can always just do like...
it's a
cheers. You pretend like...
Hey. There's a bottle next to me.
All right, everybody ready? Or are we ready? That's the question. Because I already asked you if
you're ready.
Let's get on.
Cracking skulls.
I've already forgot what we're supposed to do, but I'm ready.
All right, here we go. This is the official. That was kind of like the warm up to let everybody know that we're starting. Now this is where the podcast really starts.
Perfect.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Stuff I Never Knew Trivia Game Show podcast. I'm Jeff. I'm your host tonight. I've got three great guests joining me because each week, three players from around the world call in and they battle it out over 3 rounds of trivia. I have Jeffrey calling in from India, calling in from tomorrow, the future, from the Teen Whisperer Show. And we have Laura and Gabe from the Under the Bleachers podcast. We're going to meet them all in the second round. But as you know, on this show, we get right into it. And tonight we're playing a fun game. We're doing a little Hollywood versus Bollywood. So what I'm going to do is you'll each take a turn. And my order tonight is Jeffrey, Laura, and Gabe. So Jeffrey, you're going to go first. I'm going to read you a description from a movie from 2019. Okay. You have to tell me, was that movie produced in Hollywood or Bollywood? So are you ready?
Cool. Well, have I been ever? Please go ahead.
All right. A mentally troubled comedian is disregarded and mistreated by society. He then embarks on a downward spiral of revolution and bloody crime. This path brings him face to face with his alter ego. Was that made in Hollywood or Bollywood?
Well, my guess is Hollywood.
Hollywood is correct. Oh. And well, we can do a bonus point if you can name the movie.
No, I definitely can't. I clearly know that Bollywood doesn't do these kinds of movies.
Come on,
so obviously,
the movie is The Joker. The Joker was the movie.
God, I guessed it. God. I thought it wouldn't be that easy. Oh my God.
Everything's that easy.
All right, to Laura.
Oh, I thought, okay. All right, I'm ready.
Caught you off guard.
I thought I'd get to watch more, but I'm in.
Nope, it's go time.
All right.
After a series of devastating events, the universe is in ruins. With the help of remaining allies, one group assembles one more in order to reverse one man's actions and restore balance to the universe. Was that made in Hollywood or Bollywood?
Hollywood?
Hollywood. And for a bonus point, can you guess the movie?
I'll give you a hint.
You said one group something one more? Is that me? Sorry.
One group assembles one more time in order to reverse one man's actions and restore balance to the universe.
So it's probably one of these comic book things that I don't know anything about. I'm going to say the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. It's Avengers Endgame.
Endgame. Oh my God.
Hey, I knew the Joker. Are these all going to be comic book things? Because this isn't going to be good for me.
If you've seen the show before, it's not unlike me to do that.
Oh,
all
right.
Over to Gabe. A faded television actor and his stunt double strive to achieve fame and success in the final years of Hollywood's golden age in 1969 Los Angeles. Was that made in Hollywood or Bollywood?
Let's go with Bollywood.
Hollywood.
Eh,
Incorrect.
that is incorrect.
Oh, come on.
I tried to throw you off and it worked. Can you guess the name of the movie?
Come on, Gabe. I'll give you a hint.
You want to give me a hint?
Well, you patronized me. I'm just going to hand it right back, friend.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, almost the entire title of the movie
Is in the
was-
question.
Is it the question?
Once
Yeah.
Upon a Time in
Hollywood?
Hollywood.
Hey, I watched it twice and I fell asleep twice. So that's,
I'm just glad to know they're not all about comic book movies.
Well, let's hang in there. All right, back to Jeffrey. When a couple trying to have a baby are unable to conceive naturally, they decide to go for an IFV, an in vitro fertilization procedure, but a mix-up by their doctor leads to much confusion.
There's a movie in Bollywood like this, but that mix-up isn't there. So, yeah, no. It's It's actually Bollywood. Am I right?
Bollywood is correct. And for the bonus point, can you
It's
name the
good news.
movie? Good news is correct.
Yes.
Very
Awesome,
nice.
yes. God.
That doesn't sound like good news.
not good
Nah.
news for you, but Jeffrey knew. It's good news for Jeffrey. He picks up 2 points on that one. Over to Laura. One man tries all sorts of hacks to grow back his silky smooth hair, but to no avail. Finally, he finds a fix, but will that bring him permanent happiness?
Seems unlikely. All right, I'm going to go with Bollywood.
Bollywood is correct for the point. Any chance you can get the name?
My guess, Jeff, is Bad News.
Bad news. Oh, yeah, good news, bad news. This is called Bala, B-A-L-A. Bala.
Okay.
Bala.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right, over to Gabe. A 7-year-old boy, in a quest to have his father back, calls a number he believes is God's own cell phone. He reaches the wrong number, but the person on the other end plays along and pretends to be God. Is that a Hollywood movie or a Bollywood movie?
Okay, let's go with Bollywood. I'm sticking with
Hollywood.
Bollywood.
First
Yeah,
point
right.
of the night for Gabe. He's on the board.
Yeah.
Feel good
Everyone,
movie of the
thank you.
summer.
Good night.
Can you guess the name of the movie?
1-800-GOD.
1-800-GOD is close. It's Hamid, H-A-M-I-D. Not that it wasn't that.
Okay.
super close.
I'll add it to my Netflix queue.
All right, to Jeffrey. A man is on the run after killing a member of an international assassins guild, and with a $14 million price tag on his head, he is the target of hitmen and women everywhere. Hollywood or Bollywood?
I'll go with Hollywood, I think.
Hollywood is correct.
Awesome.
And can you guess the movie?
It's going to hit on his $14 million price tag. Is it Hitman?
Hitman, very close. You killed my dog. It's John Wick 3, Parabellum.
I have never saw that movie. I also wanted to God. I can't believe this.
All right, so that gives you 4 points total, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And to Laura, this one's a long one. Bear with me on this one.
Okay.
A man desperate to find employment finds a job impersonating a woman's voice as an adult phone operator. He wants to keep most people in his life in the dark about the nature of his work. How long can he keep it up before everyone, including his girlfriend and father, find out?
Oh, that's it.
That's the whole thing. Is it Hollywood or Hollywood?
You know, you said it was going to be long. I was hoping there was more. This doesn't sound at all familiar to me. So I'm going to guess Bollywood.
Hollywood is correct.
All right.
And for 1 bonus point, can you guess the movie?
No. Can't. Sure can't.
It's It's a movie called Dream Girl. Dream Girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Wow, you took nice guy. Aishman Khurana's movies. Wow, that's great. He's a great guy. Yeah.
Have you seen many of these movies, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I was actually just saw it like in a week or before like that movie.
Oh, really?
It was really an amazing movie. Yeah.
I read it. It sounded like it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
These are new movies. All right.
All 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting. We lost Gabe.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
was
he'll
like,
click.
did he hang up on us?
The cat disconnected. His cat wasn't getting enough attention.
He stormed out of here like he's mad he only has 1 point or something.
Maybe the backstory. How competitive is Laura if he's already leaving? And if you are home watching at home, Leo, leave us a comment. A lot of times we like bad answers. If you leave an answer that makes us laugh, that's even better. I'll put them up there in between. We're just having a little technical difficulty. We lost Gabe for a second. Dun, dun, dun.
He did send me a text message that says, "Ugh, signing back in."
Well, we're up to date. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, if you're just joining in, a couple people just clicked in there. If you want to leave us a comment, just say hello while we're waiting here for Gabe to call back in. Give us a what's up. Like to hear from you. And while we're playing the game, leave up some bad answers and I'll post them in there. I can put you in there like we did with Brendan, who was on this week's podcast show. He was battling Nav and Harmit from the Fire and Ice Symposium. A song, it's Pop Culture Symposium, a song about fire and ice symposium is the podcast. And Brendan does a show with his son called Not Your Normal Hickey. His name's Brendan Hickey. They do a little father-son podcast. It's pretty good. Check it out.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, all we had to one more question. We can go to round 2. Then we can really meet everybody.
Gabe should be definitely penalized for this.
He only has 1 point. I'd feel bad taking it away.
But he said he's going to
All
make it a
right.
goal. So yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Typical though.
Oh boy, I'm gonna try to keep to a schedule here. Well, we're going to pretend like we're going to move the round 2 real quick, and I can like to introduce. I'll introduce you, Jeffrey, if you'd like. We can do your introduction while we're waiting here. Oh, I will wait. It's going to be too hard. Here we go. Guess who just popped in? Dun, dun, dun.
Did he really?
Authorizing camera permissions, it looks like. Hey, everybody, just hang in there. We got a little technical difficulty. Part of the joys of a live show. You never know what's going to happen. Dun, 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 bum, bum. If you're just joining in, I'm just singing into my pen. We're waiting for Gabe to reconnect. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we're almost there. Oh,
There we go.
there he is. Look who's
You know,
back.
I checked it like 3 times, and of course, yeah. But I'm
All right,
back.
we're-
Miss me? What did I miss?
Oh,
Did I
my
get a
goodness.
point?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh, Laura was campaigning to take away your 1 point, just so you know.
Rude.
Love.
All right, here we go. Back to Gabe, your last one in the first round. Is this Hollywood or Bollywood? A deactivated cyborg is revived, but cannot remember anything of her past life and goes on a quest to find out who she is.
Hollywood.
Hollywood is correct. Can you guess the title?
Deactivated cyborg.
Dun, dun, dun.
Any hints? I don't know.
It's awesome. It's a great movie.
I don't know.
Gabe, just guess a movie with a cyborg.
Yeah, how many cyborg movies in 2019 were there?
I mean, I
X-Men
don't know.
3. I don't. Yeah, just make up something. It's got to be one of those, you know.
If it's one of 3, just flip a coin.
Yeah.
That's how math works.
Return of the Cyborg 3.
Return of the Cyborg 3. Close. It is Alita Battle Angel. Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah.
You didn't see that? Oh,
Didn't
you
see
got
that
the
one.
Oh my god.
Definitely missed that one.
Very good. Very good. I
Slipped
watched it
right
with my
past me.
daughters. Probably shouldn't have, but it was worth it. It was amazing. All right, let's go over to our scoreboard. What some of you don't know is we have live scoring on the show.
Ooh,
Aren't you glad? We have 4 for Jeffrey, 3 for Laura, and Gabe with 2. It's anybody's game still, because what happens in the second round, you're going to be able to score up to 8 points. And in the last round, we have 27 points available. So it's still anybody's game. We're going to keep, actually, I'm going to tell you what, Jeffrey has the lead right now at 4 points. So I let the leader pick the order for the second round. Do you want to keep it the same or mix it up?
Oh my god. I hate it when it comes to my choice.
So
because
much
I feel
pressure.
bad if someone I choose first, I mean obviously they're going to hate me for life. So okay. Okay, let's go with Laura first, then me second, then Gabe.
All right.
Harsh.
I'm sorry.
Harsh. I hate you for life.
That's a great
Thank you so much.
strategy.
it's been
All right,
decided.
so we're going to put Laura in the hot seat first, but Laura and Gabe came together tonight. They host a show called Under the Bleachers podcast. I want to officially welcome Laura and Gabe to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Oh, excellent. You're from the DC area. This is how long has the show been around for?
6
month?
weeks.
Yeah,
6
6 weeks.
Yeah, we just posted our 6th episode yesterday.
Excellent. And tell us a little bit, what's the show about? How can people find you? And what's the best way to get in contact with you?
Do you want
Go
to take
for
it? Or?
Gabe.
All right. So, so our podcast, every week we take a queer topic, a sports topic, and then a queer sports topic, and discuss it. And then we have interviews with local sports stars, local sports teams. We're all part of Team DC, which is a local nonprofit that is in charge of different sports teams and leagues, LGBT sports teams and leagues in the DC area. Laura, do you want to add a little bit?
Yeah, well, sure. So Gabe and I are both on the board of Team DC, which, as Gabe said, is a nonprofit. And our podcast is on Podbean. So we're at underthebleachers.podbean.com. And we're also pretty much anywhere where you find your podcasts, Apple, Google, Spotify, all that. We're on Facebook at Under the Bleachers. And we have, if you want to send us an email for some reason, you can email us at podcast@teamdc.org. O-R-G.
That's it.
That's right.
Excellent. Check them out on Podbean, underthebleachers.podbean.com. Available on Facebook and Twitter as well. I'll have all that in the show notes. We'll have links to their show directly in the show notes. With sports going on right now, what do you think? Are we gonna have any summer sports this summer?
We're trying. I mean,
Hey, they're playing baseball out there right now. Just because the fans are made of cardboard doesn't mean it's not baseball, Jeff.
It really
No,
is. It's sad that that's what they're doing. I'm so disappointed that they're using video game sound effects and cardboard cutouts. Let's just play baseball.
Well, I was going to say I can handle the cardboard a lot better than the piped in sound effects that make no sense to what's happening in the game. But our show is really mostly rainbows. So, come by and listen to us because we'll talk about some current events that impact the LGBT community and sports lovers alike. But when sports get back into full swing, I'm sure we'll be slightly more interesting. But we like to keep it light and fun down here in DC anyway.
Very nice. So the big question, are you ready for the hot seat, Laura?
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Are you ready? So
what happens?
Oh, let me set up my timer here. You're going to have a timed
Timer
question. Hold on. I didn't set it up yet. Real professional. That's why we edit. All right, so here we go. Everybody's going to get the same questions from 3 categories. Not the same exact questions, but the same 3 categories.
Seems
the categories are Know Your Elements, Production, Square Games, and Name 5. So everybody will get a question from those first 3 categories, and then you'll get a name 5 bonus. And the way the name 5 bonus works is you'll have to, I'll give you a category, something like name 5 spices in your cabinet. And you have to, and I'll start the timer, and you have 10 seconds to give me 5 things that fit into that category. So, Laura, are you ready?
I am ready.
Know your elements question. What element has the atomic number of 26 and a chemical symbol Fe?
Iron.
Iron, as we say in Pittsburgh, iron. Iron is correct.
Oh
Your production question. What is produced in a ginnery?
I mean, will you spell that word? Is it
Ginnery?
I have no idea. Is it gin?
Gin is what I was hoping you'd say. Incorrect. It is cotton. The cotton. You ever hear of the cotton gin?
Gin. All right. I have cotton gin.
All right. Your square games. How many squares are on a Rubik's Cube?
Oh.
This is Lola here asking if I lost weight, and I did, Lola.
54?
54 is correct. You got 2 points there in the second. And
that was a real brain breaker there, right there.
And I write these questions well in advance of booking the guest. And I never know. It's always weird who gets what questions. And your name 5 is a sports question. Name 5 sports that are played on grass and go.
Soccer, tennis, baseball, football, cricket.
Cricket with 5 seconds to spare is correct. You got 5 more bonus points. We'll go back to the scoreboard. We have Laura with 2 in the second round, and all 5 taking a nice lead, 10 points after her second round. And we're going to move over to Jeffrey, and we're going to meet him for the first time. Jeffrey, welcome to the show. Actually, I've met Jeffrey before because I've been on his show. The show's called The Teen Whisperer. He's calling in from India. Jeffrey, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Happy to have you. Happy to be here. I'm really nervous, actually. I've never done an introduction ever in my life.
Tell us a little bit about your show and how people can find you. I know you're releasing new episodes all the time now.
Yeah, so my podcast is actually basically about podcasting itself, like, how to do podcasting and the tips and tricks. Mostly I actually invite podcasters, like those who are starting out their podcast, what are their problems they are facing. So basically everything like about the podcasting itself, that's what the podcast is all about. And you can just find, if you just put in Google the Teen Whisperer Show, and actually have my website, really good so that it actually pops up. So on Instagram, you can find me at JB Digitally, DIGITALLY. So mostly I put my content out there. And if you just Google Jeffrey Boopathy, that's my actually full name, my personal name, BOOPATHY. My weird photos pops up, and my website also pops up, so you can just check them out. And so if any of you guys are having a podcast, I'm thinking we are actually having a guest one right now who's having a podcast. So if you ever want to get on, talk about how you guys are doing strategies and all the stuff, then we're happy to have you.
Great. Yeah,
sounds good.
I will say it's much easier to find you by your name than your show. So I'll have Jeffrey Boopathy. I've never said your last name. BOOPATHY. I'll have it linked in the show notes, and I'll have all the different links to your Facebook, Instagram. He's putting out a lot of content, new episodes every week. And are you ready for the hot seat?
Let's go ahead. Let's see.
All right. Your elements. What element with the symbol C occurs in all organic life?
My God. I really hate that I didn't take the science group. Potassium is K. I don't know. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. I thought of potassium, but that's K. Vitamin C. No, I don't know.
No, it is carbon. Carbon.
Oh my God.
All right. your production question. What drink from Mexico is made from the agave plant?
Can I steal?
I'm
take a shot
I'm
later.
like, why didn't I get the drinking question for production? I mean,
Well, as a reminder, Jeffrey did pick the order, so
Yeah, so
Strategy.
he's
you get
keeping
one
those
point.
questions.
I'm actually
there.
hard to answer. Yeah.
He's
Sorry,
keeping those
Jeffrey.
questions away from Laura here. Any guesses?
No idea. No idea.
It's a drink called tequila. Tequila.
Oh my god, I have heard of it many times. Oh my god.
That's
bad.
nobody appreciates how difficult the hot seat is until you've been in the hot seat. It's not easy sitting there. All right. In the game of chess, this is your square games question. In the game of chess, one piece stays on the same color square the entire game. Which piece is this?
God, its name starts with the S. Yes, I think so. Oh, it will. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Zebra, elephant. Oh my god, how could I forget the name? It will have a top. It will have a top thing, and that like bishop. No, it's not bishop. It's bishop. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot the name. So embarrassing.
Is bishop your final answer?
Yeah, I guess it's not. I think correct. Yeah.
Well, bishop is correct. Correct.
Yeah,
almost
I
talked
can't remember
yourself
the
out of
coin. I can't remember the coin. I couldn't remember the name. I mean, like it's been years since I've played chess. Yeah.
All right. Your 5-point bonus question. I'll read it and the timer starts as soon as I'm done there. Jeffrey, name 5 vegetables that are not green and go.
Orange, apple, orange, apple. I don't need a lot of vegetable. Lemon.
Oh, that's time. Time. Those are all fruits. I can't take any of those. We're looking for vegetables. Things like cauliflower. I did this all, but it's even hard when I know the answer. Red pepper, orange pepper, yellow pepper. You could have went that way.
There are different sorts of pepper. Oh my god! I've never. I'm only eating than into making, so I think I don't have the idea for that. Yeah, that's bad.
All right. Over to Gabe.
All right.
Now, are you ready? I already asked you if you're ready after we met you in the first round there.
Now I'm ready.
Now you're ready. You got to see how 2 people have played it. You're the third. You should sweep the round, no problem. Your elements question: which element is the most abundant in the Earth's atmosphere?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is correct. What type of bean?
That's a really good exercise.
What type of bean is used to make hummus?
Chickpea or chickpea.
Chickpea is fine, or garbanzo.
Garbanzo.
And how many total dice are used to play the game Yahtzee?
Is it 6?
6 is incorrect. It's 5.
5.
All right, your 5-point bonus question.
Okay. Still in it.
Name 5 people that you need to make an appointment to see and go.
Optometrist, doctor, dentist, surgeon, but also a doctor.
And at the buzzer, I did. What was the last one you were saying? I think it was after.
Artist. I don't know.
You got 4 for sure. I don't think you got the last one before the buzzer went off. So we're gonna go over to the scoreboard here. Let me add in the points. We have 2 and 4 for you. It's still anybody's game. We have Jeffrey with 5, Laura with 10, and Gabe with 8. But there's still 27 points available as we head to the final round.
See, I'm being distracted by Laura's taunting, so I just need to block this section out of my screen.
I would like it known that you taunted me over text message all day today, and now it's my turn. You can't take it. You can't handle it in the hot seat.
Well, with the little logo next to you, that's like two faces staring at me.
No, like Magneto with like powers, like just warping your brain.
Can't
So
handle this.
in the final round, I'm going to read you a very vague question, and then I'm going to start to read a series of clues. If you can answer the question right after the first clue, you're going to get 3 points. The second clue is worth 2 points. The last clue is worth 1 point. When you think you know the answer, because all three you're going to play at the same time, and when you think you know the answer, buzz in by saying your name. Say Laura, Jeffrey, Gabe. Once you say your name, you're going to lock out the other players. And if you answer correctly, you'll win the point value. If you're incorrect, you're going to lose the point value. You can buzz in. If you're going to sink the ship, you can buzz in multiple times and really go down in a ball of fire. Or if you get it right, you'll just walk past everybody.
All right. This
All
is
right,
what
here
we
we go.
waited for.
Even Laura at home is intimidating past guests from the show. They're gonna battle a previous guest, Jack, tomorrow on the show.
All right.
So everybody, after we do the first one, you'll really understand how to. I'll just read the question and the clues. When you know it, just buzz in by saying your name. As the first one, I'm looking for a shark. So which shark?
Oh no.
This shark was named for its stocky shape, broad, flat snout, and aggressive behavior.
Laura. The bull shark?
That's a bunch of bull shark. That is correct.
What?
What?
Somebody knows
Look at
this
me.
shark.
What?
You see me with those context clues?
All right, I'm looking for an animal. We're going for another animal. Its outer hair grows in an opposite direction than that of other animals. All right,
I'll take the chance. Jeffrey, it's a porcupine.
A porcupine. Incorrect. All right. Our second, unless Gabe wants to go for it, or Laura. Laura hasn't buzzed in it. All right, your second clue. It spends more time upside down than other mammals.
Oh, Gabe.
A
bat.
A bat. Incorrect. That'll cost you 2 points.
Damn it.
Oh,
Laura.
I'm gonna go with the sloth.
The sloth is correct for
Really?
2 points.
Oh my god! I think me and Gabe is going to have a competition. Like who's going to do us? I think.
Well, okay.
You guys
You take
haven't
this
seen
one, I'll
the
take this.
motivation. Sorry, you got to see the motivational, poster with the sloth hanging up, just hanging around.
All right.
No, just me. Okay.
Just you.
Just you.
I think I've seen it. Which century? So now we're looking for a century. The modern Gregorian calendar was first taken into use in this century. Dun, dun, dun. The good news is it's probably one of 20, so you can narrow it down. Our second clue, Nostradamus published his first prophecies. Dun, 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 dun. Our third clue, the Spanish Armada was destroyed. It's probably not going to help anybody. That's a tough one.
I'd go for it, Gabe. 16th century.
The 16th
16th
century is correct. You just cut your deficit in half. You only are down 1 point. After the first three, let's go over to that scoreboard here. We have -3, Laura with 5, and -1 for Gabe. After all of that, You add them all up, only 1 point has been scored so far. So that's how hard the final round is. But there's still 6 questions left. There's 18 points available. Everybody's still in the game. I'm looking for a provider of caffeine drinks. Which provider of caffeine drinks? The chain's first Scandinavian branch appeared in Denmark. I like all the looks that everyone gives. Our second clue. This American company was established in 1971.
Crickets.
All right. Our third clue. The first shop was set up in Seattle.
Gabe, I should have done it earlier. Starbucks.
Starbucks is correct. You're back to zero.
I just did a case study on that. How could I forget it?
I know. I was like, should I wait? Should I keep going?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Says the person with 15 points, right?
Slow and steady, Laura. See,
There you go. I gotta. Let me update. You're back to 0 there.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Which country? I'm looking for a country here. It is the world's most populous democracy.
Jeffrey, China.
Jeffrey
It's China.
China. Incorrect.
What?
That ain't no democracy, baby.
Oh, that's no. Oh my god! I heard the population. I jumped it.
All right. Your second clue. Columbus was looking for a new passage.
Gabe.
Gabe.
Yeah.
India.
India is
Oh my god!
correct.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks this, I'm dead. I'm sure I'm dead.
That was the softball pass to
I
Jeffrey.
know.
God.
All right, here we go. Which sporting event? I'm looking for a sports event. The first one was held in Denver, Colorado in 1993. Dun, dun, dun.
Do it. Lose points. Points.
Your second clue. It was inspired by Vale Tudo tournaments from Brazil.
So it wasn't what I was gonna guess.
Good.
Your third clue. It is the most famous mixed martial arts competition in the world.
Can't help you.
Nobody. It is the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
We might be overthinking some of these guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is
Colorado?
most of the answers you should hear and be like, oh yeah. I don't really have like really difficult questions, but like I said, when you're sitting in the hot seat, any question can throw a curveball to you. I'm looking for a European city. Which European city? The RMS Titanic was built there.
Oh, Gabe. Liverpool.
Liverpool is incorrect.
Oh wait, no! Damn it!
It's Laura.
Laura.
Is it Dublin?
Dublin is incorrect.
Yeah, no point for you.
All right, Jeffrey, they're eliminating European cities. Any guesses?
I think I'll go the next clue and then I'll decide.
Okay, let's see. Let me just update this because I'm going to lose track when this happens. Let's see.
All my points are gone.
Oh, not only gone, but you're back to -1. Your second clue. C.S. Lewis was born there. Our third clue. It is the second largest city on the island of Ireland? There's the crickets.
Laura. I'm
Laura.
gonna guess on the island of Ireland. You say?
Yes.
Oh. Can I unbuzz in?
You can unbuzz them. Yeah, I don't have real rules on this show. You can retract the buzz.
I retract my buzz.
The answer is Belfast.
Yeah,
Belfast.
that's what it is. I was drawing a blank. I'm like, what is the city in Northern Ireland? I couldn't get there. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm looking for. We got 2 questions remaining. Let's go to that scoreboard. See how we're looking here. Jeffrey with the -1 point. Laura dropped to just 12, and Gabe lost 1 more point. So it's 5-point difference. Gabe can still come back and win this. There's 2 questions remaining.
I believe.
Which historical route? It played a major role in the development of China, India, ancient Egypt, Persia, Arabia, and ancient Rome.
Gabe?
The
Silk Road?
The Silk Road is correct.
Yeah!
We could have a game here.
Boom. Here we go. Now we're in.
We have 1 question remaining, and it's a 2-point game. Jeffrey can play the spoiler.
I won in a negative way, I guess.
Jump in, Jeffrey, anytime.
Yeah, I'm going to win the negative side.
Or Laura jumping wrong 3 times. That would also
No, just block Gabe out. Whatever you do, that's all.
just mute him. I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear it. All right, this is 1 of 10. You got 1 of a 10, gents. That's my Belfast impression. Which decade of the 20th century? Looking for a decade. So there's 10 chances here. Benito Mussolini became the prime minister of Italy in this decade. All right, we can go for a tie on this next one.
Ooh.
The Great Gatsby by Scott F. Fitzgerald was first published in this decade. Gabe has to go for it.
1920s.
1920s is correct. We have a tie game. We have a tie game. Oh, look at this. 12-12. And I don't have a tiebreaker, so I got to make one up real quick.
No, that's all right.
You want to split?
I'll just take the win.
We'll share.
It's fine. Share.
Uh-oh.
Honey.
Wait, we're getting you are so boring. How about some horror movies? I don't even know what that means. Spice it up.
Yeah, we got really quiet here at the end. I'm not gonna lie. Things got really
too hard.
Yeah.
You got really out of our wheelhouse here at the end of the game.
All right. So do you want to share the title or do you want blood? That's what I need to know right now.
Oh, we'll answer as many questions as you can throw at us, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right. Let me find a tiebreaker here. I have some pre-written. I just didn't have any printed out here.
Ooh.
Oh, look, I have a whole Google Doc called tiebreakers. Oh, well. We can do Google auto suggests. Let's see. And let's see.
Belfast.
I really couldn't think of the word Belfast. It just was
It all came down to that. Let's see.
He didn't even say rugby with like sports on grass.
I know.
Come on.
I realize that. But I did answer it in 5 seconds, and you had 10 seconds and didn't even finish.
That's true.
All you had to do was say vet. or any other kind of doctor after
All
you
right.
named 4 doctors.
Have you both seen Lord of the Rings?
I read the book a really long time ago.
Never cancel. Hold on. I was gonna be guess the total running time of all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Hold on, we got better ones than that.
2 days.
I know, right? 12 hours.
All right. Was everybody around in the 80s?
Barely.
I
but
sure
yeah.
was.
All right, I'm gonna print this out here. Yeah, I think this will work. I mean, is everybody familiar with 80s movies?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, good. I feel comfortable with this. And let me print my selection here. Oh, where is it? All right, here we go. I'm printing a tiebreaker question. We're going to untake the boring out of this show.
How does this work?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to hear the printer noise. I think I'm printing all like 5 sheets. All right, here we go. This list should still be current because I don't think we can change the dollar values that movies have made in the 80s.
Dollar values, huh? All right.
All right, so here we go. This is top grossing films. This will be between Laura and Gabe for the final point. And what we'll do is we'll go until you miss twice. So we have a list of 10. If you run the list, I'm in trouble. We got to do another one. But if you have 2 wrong guesses, you're out. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a list here. I have the top 10 grossing films of the 1980s. I have them all right here on this sheet. You can't see them. I'm going to start with Laura because she went before Gabe. Laura, you get to go first. What was one of the top 10 grossing films of the 1980s?
E.T.?
E.T. at $435 million. Number 1 on the list.
Oh!
Number 1 with a bullet.
Laura is safe. Over to Gabe.
Should I go Disney? Okay, I'll go with 80s. I'll go with The Great Mouse Detective.
The Great Mouse Detective is your first strike.
What?
Not on the list.
And that came out in 86. Come on, Disney.
Come on, Disney. I know. I'm trying to think of I've definitely seen a lot of 80s movies, but I wasn't like old enough to go to the movie theater. So it's hard to like know what would have been popular in the movie theater. But I'm going to go with When Harry Met Sally. Is that an 80s movie?
Met Sally. R-rated movies are usually not on the list, and that is your first strike.
Boom.
Probably came out in the 90s.
All right,
anyway.
so Gabe, stay alive or give Laura the winning point.
All right,
it all comes down to this answer.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. Disney movies weren't as big as you think in the 80s. And I don't even know when it was, but it's on the list.
Oh, damn it.
Laura gets the point. The other movies you may have heard of, let me know.
Breakfast Club.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh.
Empire Strikes Back. Batman. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ghostbusters. Beverly Hills Cop. Back to the Future. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Laura is our winner tonight. Congratulations.
I'm disappointed in all of us, Gabe.
I am
and
too.
Jeffrey.
You did great.
I was like, I thought too hard. I was like, you know what? Yeah, nope.
All right. Well, now that we're pros at this game, we'll have to play it again sometime.
It really isn't a show you can prepare for. It's just mostly nonsense and lucky guesses. I want to thank all my guests tonight. Through it all, Laura from the Under the Bleachers podcast, along with Gabe, but Laura's the winner. I can't give you, but usually I say both hosts at the same time. Laura's the big winner tonight. But Laura and Gabe do host the Under the Bleachers podcast. One last time, the floor is yours. Anything you want to say, promote, or plug, it's up to you. No pressure.
No, just new episodes of Under the Bleachers are out Mondays at underthebleachers.podbean.com. We talk about all things queer, all things sports, and the fabulous intersection where queer and sports meet.
There you go. Anything else, Gabe?
You can also check us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you find your podcast. And hopefully you can listen to us and meet with us under the bleachers.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thanks for having us.
And over to Jeffrey calling in from the future, from India. Thank you so much for calling in. And how can people find you and your show?
Yeah, well, just a disclaimer before that, I actually won in the negative side. So, just take everything in a positive way, I guess. In the morning, I don't want to ruin it in the morning, but yeah. So,
we are starting, it is becoming a thing where people want to be negative. There's only 3 people in history that have done it. You are one of 3 out of 80 shows.
Congrats.
I'm going to start to do some sort of like wiki on the website of all the past guests and their scores. So you will go on the Hall of Fame.
Awesome. Out of the common, I guess. So guys, thanks Jeff, thanks so much for helping me on. It means a lot. And if you guys want to find me, you can just Google it on the Teen Whisperer Show. You can find it on any of the podcasts. And if any of you guys are having a podcast, you can just hop on and talk about how you guys are doing it. It will really help my audience. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time.
Adios.
See ya.
I think that's my new sign off, is making the guests sign off. That's it. I thought it was awesome.
Oh.